Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
My best! Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane
Double
Strike!
Demon
Thunder
Fang!
Field! Going in! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Going in!
Double Demon
It's a
Fang!
duel of the arts! Sion, Astral Energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Winterly!
You've got pretty impressive aim there.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Together, that wasn't even a problem. What's this doing here? In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Harros.
I hate to break it to you, man, but what you're saying isn't deep at all.
Let's dispose of the trash.
It's over!
This one's mine.
Armor won't save you!
Masterpiece!
Sword Rain Alpha! It's over!
Are those arms even natural?
Damn it! Move escape!
Far enough!
Pick up flyers!
I've got illumination. Let a marksman handle
Double
it.
Demon Fang!
Leave
All
the
yours.
enemy's arcs to me.
We've turned the table.
No complaints here! Anything in armor is all mine! On guard!
In here.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Let's get you off
Sword
this
Rain
way.
Alpha! Double Demon
Do
Fang!
it. Time to shine.
Doubling! In an instant! Impact Cross!
This could be useful.
We should be able to cook here.
I should give that art a shot sometime tomorrow.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving? This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
Do my best!
You're mine!
Raging Cascade!
Double Demon Fang!
Gemini
Shot!
Win! Start up! You're mine!
Laser spear!
You're spicier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Now, fair. Astral energy, full throttle! A flawless victory. Naturally. And now!
Over so soon?
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Double Demon Fang!
Wind Astral energy!
Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Eternal
Now.
Devastation!
You're really strong, Alphen.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
No choice! Take this!
Look sharp!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Reload!
Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm!
If it hides, dispatch it out of
You're
there!
mine!
You've got pretty impressive aim there. Thought of picking up the rifle yourself?
armor!
Stop this is more my... Remind me to stay on your good side.
Take this! Eternal Devastation!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Not in your dreams!
Look sharp!
Severing wing! Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp!
Bet
that shell's hiding something tasty.
Knocked up!
Here goes!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Going in!
Double Demon Fang!
We got it! Now! There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
This could be useful.
Lost!
Double Demon Fang!
This
Portal Blade! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
ready!
Going in!
This one's mine!
Damn it!
Look sharp!
Take this!
Make it work!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Out of our way!
Double Demon Fang! Portal Blade! Eternal Devastation! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Do it!
Pesky airborne.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this!
Here's
Double
evil!
Demon Fang!
How about
Eternal Devastation!
Raging Cascade! Hurricane Blood!
Look sharp!
Arctic Water!
You picked the wrong fight!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up
Leave the
until it's
enemy's
over!
arch to me!
I'll
Who
take
said
you all
anything
off!
about letting off?
Here!
Hurricane Blood! I'll kill you all!
It's over!
I'm expert! Coming
Go
right
back to their defenses!
Glad you have your easy to help.
I'll show you how useful I can be! Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Didn't even break a sweat.
really, really strong, Alphen.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around. As impressive as always. We know it. No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look. You're right. Better stay alert.
Take this!
Over so soon?
Spray from this waterfall feels so good.
Seriously. Makes the sweat I worked up getting here all worth it.
Don't get too wet now, you two, or else you'll catch a cold. I'll do my best!
You're mine! Eternal Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation!
Radiant Flood!
Warlock Blade!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same.
Finally, some open space again. We should be able to cook here.
It's over!
This one's
Wolverine Alpha!
Piercing
Warlock
Sword.
Blade! You're mine! Eternal Devastation!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Excited. Help this.
Take this!
Lightning Orb. Raising
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that. I need to be stronger.
this should be easy.
Get behind me!
Dragon Force!
Confiscated! Annihilation!
You're mine!
Now! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
Now!
Naturally!
Stop me! Remind me to stay on your good
The
side.
enemy wields us too.
We'll soon see about that!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Sword and shield!
A classic combination.
Go no further!
Take this!
Can't get out of this!
Hurricane Flood! Lunar Corruption! Tempest Swirl!
Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
Double Demon Fang!
Thunder Field!
Glacial Fire!
Hold on to your arms!
in there to
Here I come! Glad you have your use!
Here I come!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
This one's
You're
yours!
mine!
Do it!
It's over! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Barely a blip on our radar.
There it is. That's our target.
I won't forgive you!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! It's time!
It's here!
Eternal
Your
Devastation!
dream!
It's over!
Tempest Swirl! Up and at it! But now! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
No!
Naturally!
No escape! Ah!
This one's mine.
Swallow Blade!
Lunar Corruption!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Spicier than you look!
Can't change
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting. That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Do it! Jamil! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
We finally made it.
Yeah. No. You did it! Yeah.
What's gotten into him?
He says instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hootle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
What a rush! There.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we can. More to do and get out.
Very well.
Well,
Hey,
Pardon me.
what the hell? Do you guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. Mostly we're just damning from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourself.
Fancy of lightning!
This one is yours.
Total devastation!
Now! Kikara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Light astral energy!
Not by a long shot.
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial fire.
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Yeah.
hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously. You You sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it! They killed us! Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing! How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for your... yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganath Haros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay? No way! All right.
Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
I think Hootle senses something.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
We should be able to cook here. Yes.
What?
I'm afraid...
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Here goes!
You're mine!
How about
Can't get out of this!
Hurricane Strike!
Double
Lightning
demon
do
strike!
it! This one's mine! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Radiant These ones can run rings around us! Take flight and
Demon
meteor!
Fang!
Radiant
Swallow Blade!
Dance in the wind!
Eternal Devastation!
The heavens must be smiling.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almeidrea killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
What?
What's that noise?
Alphen, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balseph, too. You saw her, right, Xion? Xion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird light shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lovtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Okay, off we go.
You guys want to rest here? Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegis.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and Law, and Rinwell, and Kisara, and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
I'm looking forward to breakfast. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
The earth throbs in pain.
Swallow blade! Severing wind!
Steel! Lightning!
Eternal devastation! No escape! You're mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me!
Here I come! Sword
You've got pretty impressive aim there. Thought of picking up the rifle yourself? No, this is not my style.
Your arts are really incredible.
It's thanks to you I can use them.
Then I promise I'll always be here.
You fight better. The further away, the better. You and I both.
This could be useful.
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Here goes! Piercing roar!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
Lost!
You're mine!
Radiant light!
Double
Here!
demon fang!
Raging storm! Let's go!
Dragon Swarm!
Ultimate radiant! Lightning orb! Illuminate the dark!
Glacial fear!
No
armor! Remind me to stay on your good side. Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
This will be a delicious piece
Dragon
of cake!
Swarm!
You got company!
You're mine!
On guard!
Double demon fang!
If they run you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
This one's
A charge
mine.
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Hold on to your heart.
Wind!
Here I come!
Mirage!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Burn in hell! You're mine!
Do it!
Demon fang!
Celestial hammer!
Take this! No escape! Swallow blade!
On guard!
Shining supernova!
Take this!
On guard!
It's over! Double demon fang!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silent! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
No shot!
The enemy wields Arc 3.
We'll soon see about that.
You're mine!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
You're mine! Severed wind! You're mine! I'll take you all on!
Tempest
Take this! Severed wing! Here it comes! You're winning!
Do it! Shion, astral energy! Full throttle!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
I can feel my power growing!
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
No choice! Take this! Double Demon Fang!
Lunar corruption!
Dragon form!
By the power of water!
Blue escape! This!
Going in!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! It's over!
On
Double
guard!
Demon Fang!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And cover it for me! On guard!
It's over!
Spread! Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Thunder Shield!
Strike!
Freeze Lancer! Raging... Hurricane Strike!
Looks like it could be worth something.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renins had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. Let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree? Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renins brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renins first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Linwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally
shatter
fine.
any steel.
I'll be safe. Hurricane strike!
You got flyers.
I'm gone! Let a monster handle it!
All yours.
Who wants to run next? Don't mind if I do!
It's over.
Here, let me help!
Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation!
Do it!
Double Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops! Looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it.
It's obvious.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth...
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Like
in a
moths to
vine?
the flame.
Double down! Dragon Swarm!
Looks like
You've got a knack for battle.
I still
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said
They
than
can't lay
done!
a finger on you.
I prefer it that way. What about you?
Just watch and see. Here I come!
Prepare to be seized on fleet of foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Let's talk more doing! Astral energy!
Say no more. We're in good form.
I won't forgive you!
Here I come. Severing wind. You're finished. You're on.
Your wings won't save you from me!
Severing wind.
Rocks and tails, pesky airborne scoundrels.
Make it rain! Sounds like a job for yours truly!
You're on. Take this. Sword Rain Alpha. Double Demon Fang.
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good
Impressive
graces.
as always.
Here I hoped I was equal.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
What's with that shining foe over there?
Brace yourselves. This one's tough.
You wanna play? And come at me!
Eternal Devastation. Double Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hear me!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Water! Hear my call! Spread!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
A delicious piece of
Double Demon Fang! Take this!
Graviton!
Here! Escape!
I got you! Radiant Flash!
Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang!
Lightning Contagion! Thunder Blade!
No escape!
Illuminate the
Eternal
sky!
Devastation!
Come forth, Holy
It's over!
Glimmer! Holy Light! And I'm gone! Plenty left!
Here I come! Damn it!
We managed to turn the tide!
Stand back.
For now,
I'll trip it up.
things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
You're mine!
Crescent Moon!
Eternal Devastation!
Far beyond the
Make it rain! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Gotta break through! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine! Illuminate the sky!
Here I come! Swallow Blade! Double Demon Fang! You're finished! Double Demon Fang!
Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. That equipment should come in handy.
how much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
It's over! Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang!
Inferno Crossing!
Pesky airborne
Do
scoundrels!
it! That was astral energy!
Say no more! Shot!
Well done! Do it!
Dohalim! In an instant! Impact Block!
Easy peasy, ha Hoodle.
Little help!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
It's over! Eternal Devastation! We did it!
As impressive as always. No, I mean you're even better than ever.
Easy peasy, ha Hoodle.
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine! Slash! Double Demon Fang!
Give a heartbeat!
Terrain Alpha!
Between heaven and earth! This one's
Double
mine!
Demon Fang!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hands in the wind!
My turn! Slash! Solar Blade!
Flying free! What did we take it still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Sword and shield!
A classic combination. It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come! Swallow Blade! Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation! It's over! Take this! Severing Wind! Stardust! You're mine! We got flyers!
Now! I've got this!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
The heavens must be smiling.
now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn!
Reload!
Dragon Swarm!
This world!
Win!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! We're in good form!
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Hurricane
Tornado Alpha! Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation! Swallow Blade!
Glacial Fire!
Strike! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Over so soon?
Little help!
You're mine! Dragon Form! Slash!
Radiant, go here!
Stardust! You're mine! Come one, come all! Swallow Blade! Not a chance!
Inferno!
Strike!
Do it!
Stardust!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
You're mine! Terrain Alpha!
Holy Lance!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Looks like some solid equipment.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah. Now we can focus on finding a ship.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Heros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. And knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Heros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Lagiel, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Saar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
It's freezing.
It's always like this in Cyslodia.
Menancia was most fortunate, I see.
Hi, Hootle!
Here I come! Sword Lane Alpha!
You are
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
easy peasy. Huh, Hootle? Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Huh? You?
Yeah.
Could that be... what the hell? Oh, come on! Again?
I'm skeptical.
Maybe if we used...
You did it!
Calm down. Let's hurry.
What language was that? Lawese? I didn't understand a word of it.
Sorry about that. That was Patvo, an old friend of mine. He's like a little bro to me. There's a Zoogle on the loose that he couldn't finish off. Want to help deal with it?
Another? Well, I guess it can't be helped.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
That's far enough!
You're mine! Sword Rain
I think
Alpha!
the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't take your hands up.
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improving.
Didn't even break a sweat.
You guys want to rest here?
Go no further!
Here I come!
Water, hear my call! Hurricane
Covering
Rise!
wind! My turn! Take it, my turn! Here I come!
Arctic waterfall! Burning struck!
Looks like it could be worth something.
No choice! Here I come! My turn! My turn!
Glacier
Now!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure, filled with memories.
I'll do my best!
Double Demon
Meteor!
Here I come!
Lightning orb! Time to...
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Little help!
Take this!
Radiant Pierce! Radiant Fire!
You got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Never win! All yours!
Never miss!
The enemy used art too.
You'll soon see about that!
You're mine! You're finished!
Look sharp! Raging
Total devastation! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Look sharp! Ignite!
Wailing Banshee of Lightning! Hurricane Strike! Divine! Remnants, hear my call! Hurricane Strike! Illuminate the Torrential Sphere! Here's evil! Holy Land! Laser!
Silver Wind!
Hurricane Strike! Thunderblade!
Double
Here's
Demon
the
Fang!
Hurricane Strike!
Severing Wind!
A
You're
Wailing
finished!
Banshee of Lightning!
Here I come! You're
Divine
finished!
Mind! Magic is there! Where are you going? There!
No further!
Graviton Field!
You're
Illuminate the
mine!
star! Annihilation!
Holy
Sliver! Holy Land!
Double Demon Fang!
Between heaven
No
and earth!
escape!
Hurricane Strike! Radiant
Swallow
Illuminate
Blade!
the star!
This one's all mine!
Healing Glitter!
Crush!
Going in!
Stunner!
A chain between heaven and earth! An expert! Come out of it!
Amazing. I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
Magic is
I miss all the fun. No
Now!
good.
Remote!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Take this!
Illuminate the
Sword
star!
Rain Alpha!
Hurricane Strike!
Double Demon Fang!
Not on my watch! Lunar
Here I come!
illuminate the
You're
star!
finished!
Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! A chain between heaven and earth!
You take this!
A wailing fury of lightning! Feel! First aid! Stockpile! Take it!
You're mine!
Into the shadows!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Radiant, this one's mine! Inferno! Winner's time! Will this help? There you go!
Sword Rain
Don't let
Alpha!
up! Healing circle!
Can't get out of this!
I owe you
You're mine!
Thanks for the healing.
Double Demon Fang!
Okay? Yeah, you too.
Eternal Devastation!
The enemy
You're
is
mine!
going all
You're
out!
finished!
Crossblade! Flame of fury! Burning! Hurricane water!
Here I come!
That move!
Take this! Here comes the big one!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Slash!
Chain between heaven and earth!
We've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Get on in there with the
You're
others!
mine!
Radiant!
No escape!
Confiscated!
You're finished!
Going
Take
in!
this!
Between heaven and
Burn
earth!
in hell!
A wailing
Take this!
Banshee Lightning!
It's time! Severing Wind!
This is
Here
the
I
first
come!
aid! Illuminate the
Lunar
sun!
Rondo!
Magic is there! Holy Land! One more time!
Here I come!
Far enough.
It's over!
Illuminate the star! Come forth!
You're
Holy Land!
mine!
Holy Land! A chain between heaven and earth!
No escape!
A wailing Banshee of Lightning! Water, hear my call!
Take this! Eternal Devastation!
Take this!
You're finished!
Going in!
Here I come! Lunar Rondo!
Here I come!
Hurricane
Strike!
Take this!
Strike! Dance in
No
the wind!
escape!
Where are you going?
It's over!
I'm gone! I can do it all
Like you
day!
made a mess.
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
We finally made it. Oh, yeah!
Huh?
Hey! What?
Huh? I'm skeptical.
Is that...
What? Hey!
What?
What's going on here?
Oh, come on.
What was that all about?
He just thinks something's going on between me and Rinwell. And Rinwell being Rinwell took it the wrong way. Which means now I'm getting an earful from both of them.
That really didn't explain anything.
We've reached our destination. Well... rather plain.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Out of our way!
Here I come! Now!
Looks like it could be worth something.
That thing looks pretty menacing.
Out of our way!
Here I come!
On guard!
Eternal devastation!
Inferno crosser!
Burn it up! Target soft blade! It's over!
Lunar corruption!
Lunar Rondo! Milan! You're finished! Try harder! My turn! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
Flaming meteor! Inferno crosser!
Here I go!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop me dying?
Right.
You're mine! Not today! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Turbo Demon Fang!
There you go! Don't let up!
You're mine!
Hurricane Strike! Here!
Turbo Demon Fang!
Mega Ray! Going in! Launch to pieces!
Here I come! Win!
Inferno Crossing!
You're mine! Take this! Stardust!
Sleep now!
Mirage! You're finished!
Mega Ray!
You're mine!
I never miss!
You're mine! Turbo Demon Fang!
My head's spinning just watching you.
Swallow Blade!
Here goes!
Lunar Rondo! Stardust! Lunar Rondo!
Nothing gets by me.
Stardust!
Lightning Orb!
Lunar Rondo! Ignite!
Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help.
Look sharp.
Double Demon Fang!
Hurricane Strike!
Here I come!
This one's mine.
Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal Devastation!
It looks like we made a mess.
More
Denied.
Keep calm and take them down!
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
Magic is there!
Take that!
Look sharp.
I can carve through armor!
Here!
Sword out! Try harder!
I'll be safe.
This one's all mine! Burn! Here I come! It's too much!
Here it comes. Focus.
On your toes, everyone!
It's in the sky and it's mine!
Where are you going?
Hurricane Strike! My ass
Wait, here's a healing arc!
You're finished!
Got it!
Okay, here I go!
Now let's in!
You're mine!
Hurricane
Swallow Blade! Turtle Demon Fang! Take this! No further!
Healing Circle!
Their arts were interrupted.
You're mine!
Nice. We've almost got this.
Demon Fang!
Almost.
Hold on to your arcs! Here I
Your
come!
attitude. I'm right with you, Captain.
Yours to be my strength!
Amazing.
Not today! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine.
Double Demon Fang! You're finished! Sword Rain Alpha! Slide! Swallow Blade!
Armor won't save you.
Here
enemy is going all out! I'll heal you all!
Dragon form!
That move!
Here comes the big one!
Thanks.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Do it! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Yeah!
What?
Right. Afraid not.
Right.
Yeah!
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Done. This is sure to give the... All right, it's...
That's a lot of fish you've cut up again, Kisara.
That's because I caught so many earlier. If you're going to eat them, it's best to do it while they're still fresh.
Was it difficult slicing up that many fish?
No, I'm used to it. It's no big deal for me at this point.
I know I probably shouldn't be saying this after all the trouble you went through, but I've never really understood the appeal of sashimi.
Oh, I'm sorry, Law. I didn't realize. I only make it because it's an easy way to deal with big catches when I fish.
You haven't done anything wrong, Kisara. Law, if you don't like the flavor, you're always welcome to add some of my spices to it.
Hey, yeah, that might work. I'll just put some of this here.
What's wrong, Law? I've never seen someone jump up and sprint off that fast.
He ran as soon as he took a bite of that sashimi.
Was he crying because of the taste?
I don't think the sashimi is the problem here, guys.